Condors, giant birds. Condors, giant birds. Focus question. Why are condors well suited to live in areas with elevated landforms? Meet the condor. Weighing over 30 pounds, 13.5 kilograms, an enormous bird lifts off high in the majestic Andes Mountains of South America. Its powerful wings, measuring an amazing 10.5 feet, 30.2 meters across, propel the bird to a dizzying height of 15,000 feet, 4,600 meters. This is the largest flying bird in the world. The giant Andean condor, as it glides along, it uses its expressive wingspan and extra keen eyesight to search for food far below. Life on wind and rock. Andean condors live in the western part of South America, and California condors live in the American Southwest. All condors need a wide open habitat so that when they spot food, they have enough space to fly down with their huge wings and land. Condors also need sufficient wind currents to enable them to climb high and fly long distances. These birds can fly as far as 150 miles, 240 kilometers, in one day to find food and may reach speeds of up to 50 miles per hour, 80 kilometers per hour. Some condors live near the sea and perch high up on cliffs, which provide an excellent view of the shoreline. Most condors, however, live in dry places where they can soar above rocky canyons, deserts, and mountains. Condors prefer to nest on elevated landforms. Low-fee nests help keep condor eggs safe from potential predators on the ground. Condors don't use twigs and feathers to make an inviting, cozy nest. Instead, they nest directly on rocky cave floors or jagged outer ledges. Some California condors nest in large holes near the top of the world's tallest trees, the towering California redwoods. A condor can devour up to 4 pounds, 1.8 kilograms of food in one day and then go 4 days without eating. Condors have a special diet that you wouldn't find very tasty. They only eat carrion, dead and decaying animals. California condors eat small mammals such as rabbits and gophers. However, they prefer to eat larger mammals such as deer and cattle. Condors feeding near the ocean cleans the beaches of all kinds of seafood, from small fish to huge whales that have washed ashore. Decomposing animals can be filled with harmful bacteria that can cause disease. Condors, though, have special digestive systems and are not in danger from bacteria. Condors play an important role in nature. They do an expert job of globing up rotting flesh and helping to keep ecosystems a little more germ-free. Condors do not have a good sense of smell, but their excellent eyesight is an important tool when hunting for food. They can see their food from very high in the sky. Condors sometimes see other carrion-eating birds circling by, a sure sign that they found food. This sight often leads to a condor's next meal. The condor will simply swoop in and eat the food that other birds have found. Check out the condor. There are definite similarities between adult male and female California condors. Both have black feathers and fluffy black collars or necks. Andean males and females both have black feathers and white necks. And Andean males, however, have large fleshy lumps on their heads called combs. California condors don't have combs, so when deciding which species of birds you're looking at, check for a comb. If it's present, it's a male Andean condor. Wowzer. Although they look nothing alike, storks are one of the closest relatives of condors. Condors are squeaky, clean birds. After dining, they clean their heads on rocky and tree branches. They also bathe in water and then spend hours smoothing their feathers. All condors have a bald head, a very useful adaptation. Being feather-free from the neck up makes grooming simpler for condors, especially after they stick their heads in the decaying animals to feed. Condors have hardly any feathers for the messy stuff to stick to. A one-egg nest. A female condor produces just one egg every 2 years. so it's crucial that the egg be protected. The female and male each sit on the egg, which hatches in about 56 days. As the chick matures, its feathers gradually turn from gray to black. The young bird starts to fly when it is around 6 months old. If they're lucky, wild condors usually live about 60 years, and condors in zoos or refuges can live for more than 75 years. Most animals, including condors, live longer in captivity. In these protected environments, condors are pretty pampered. In the wild, though, condors face many hazards. Sadly, one of the most damaging influences on condors has been human beings. Condors in trouble. Andean condors and California condors are endangered. Their numbers are much lower today than they were 200 years ago. The trouble began when people started moving into areas where condors lived. Many people in North and South America didn't like the big birds, so they shot them. People also didn't like coyotes and wolves, so they left poison out to kill them. When the condors ate the dead animals, they died from the poison too. Many condors died of lead poisoning too. They would feast on animals, people, and shot and sometimes accidentally eat lead bullets. In more recent times, electrical power has also proved a danger to condors. As sharp as condors' eyesight is, they can't always see power lines, so they fly into the wires and die. In 1987, California condors were dangerously close to extinction. Only about 10 were alive in the wild. People captured the wild birds and brought them to refuges. There, the scientists could protect them and help birds raise their young. After 5 years of hard work and dedication, scientists began releasing California condors back into the wild. By May 2013, over 230 California condors were flying free again. Since 1973, similar efforts have been made in South America to save Andean condors. Organizations there have set aside land for condors. Today their numbers are rising, and it's estimated that a few thousand birds live in the wild. A truly giant bird. Can you imagine that it would be like to see such a gigantic bird flying overhead? It's an amazing sight since a condor's wingspan measures twice as wide as an eagle's and 5 times as wide as a falcon's. Many California condors live in protected reserves, which is one of the only places left where the huge birds fly. Serious dangers remain for condors, but if people continue to protect these giant, high-flying birds and their environments, they will keep us in awe for centuries to come.